Welcome, it's Candace with Gentle Yoga for Everyone. So glad you can make it to your mat today. Today we have a full live yoga class, starting with the warm-up, proceeding into practice, and we will have a water break midway through class. So let's make our way onto our mat. We do have our mat today in a horizontal alignment. I'm going to just make sure that I'm back far enough. Yes. Alrighty. Now, let's begin to stretch. We're going to take a breath. We're going to guide the arms out. Allow the arms to flow overhead. Let's reach up. Have the palms face away from the body. And you're pressing your palms up towards the sky with straight elbows. On the exhale, let's begin to guide the heart to rise a little more. Filling the lungs, and on the exhale, we're going to release forward. Guide your fingertips towards the front of the room and begin to bend your knees. Let your shoulder blades spread across your upper back and guide your navel inward. Guide your chin towards your collarbone. From here, let your palms face the front of the room. We're going to take a breath and slowly we're going to rise up. We're straightening the knees, lifting the heart, and guiding the arms to extend outward and flow all the way overhead. Next breath, releases arms forward to shoulder level. Palms will face each other. Guide them closer, palms touch, elbows bend. We're going to lift our heart up. Guide the thumbs to the sternum and relax the shoulders. Let's bend our fingers, clasping our hands, and we're going to circle our hands to the left. Very good for loosening up those joints. We'll circle our hands to the right. Awesome flow. From here, allow the hands to be still. Straighten the fingers. We're going to turn our head to the left slowly. Be sure to have your shoulders relaxed and look with your eyes to the wall behind you for your eye muscle stretch. On your inhale, look forward, returning the neck back to neutral. From here, we'll take another cleansing breath, lifting up the heart, filling the lungs. On the exhale, we'll turn our head now opposite direction. Shoulders relax, low jaw relax, looking actively to the wall behind us. From here, we'll take a breath when we're ready and begin to look center, returning the neck to neutral, releasing the hands. Guide your hands to flow towards your waist. From here, we'll step the feet out a little more than hip width apart, and we're going to bend both knees. All right, with both knees bending, we're going to rise up, straightening the knees and guiding the right heel to rise. Release the arms, elbows bend. We're going to rotate the body to the right and lift up the right knee. So take a breath, rotate to the right, lift the right knee, try to touch, and then release. Same flow, other side. Take a breath, opposite knee rises, we're twisting. Guide your navel in, and we're just going to do some nice twists as we lift the knees. Go at your own pace. Breathe deep. Alrighty. From here, we're going to release and let the heels flow back onto our mat. Guide the arms to extend out and release down. Lift the shoulders and begin to circle them forward. Ooh, feels great. And then we're going to circle the shoulders back. Awesome flow. Allow the shoulders to be still. Let's heel toe our feet inward. Lift up the left heel. Circle the foot outward. And then we'll circle the foot inward. Release the heel back onto the mat. Opposite knee bends. The heel rises. And we're circling the foot outward with a lifted heart. And we circle the foot inward. From here, allow the foot to be still. Release the heel back onto the mat. Bend elbows. Palms touch. Relax your thumbs on your sternum. Relax your shoulders. We're going to gaze down. And this will be a time, if we choose, we can set an intention for our practice, a dedication for the practice if we choose. We can simply stand tall and connect with our own heart energy. as we breathe deep. On the next cleansing breath, begin to blink the eyes open a little wider. And we are now prepared to start our yoga practice for today. Today's yoga practice, we will begin in a tree pose. So let's start with the tree pose. Tree pose is for balance. So we're going to guide that right knee to bend, the right heel rises. Allow the knee to splay outward. And we're going to relax the shoulders and press the palms together, allowing the arms to elevate. Squeeze that left glute muscle and also engage with the focal point as you release the palms forward. Allow the elbows to soften, come to a slight bend, and we're in a level 1 tree pose. The next breath guides the arms to rotate in and flow closer. Palms touch, elbows bend. Lift your heart as you're bending your elbows. Allow your thumbs to release on your sternum, and then guide the bending knee forward. Release the heel onto the mat. Take a breath, opposite knee bends, and guide the knee to splay outward, sole of the foot resting on the inner leg with a lifted heart. Notice your heart rhythm. Take a breath, press the palms together actively. Remain engaged with that focal point. The focal point helps us with our balance. We'll release the palms forward and relax the shoulders, guiding them back to bend. Squeeze that right glute muscle, keep the heart lifted. The next breath guides the arms to flow inward and closer. And remember, go at your own pace, your palms will touch. Release the elbows to bend and lift the heart as you breathe. We'll meet up at heart center, guiding the bending knee forward, releasing the heel onto the mat. Next breath, right knee bends, right heel rises. Guide the right knee to splay outward. This time, if you choose to go deeper into the tree pose, on your inhale, you can lift the foot to the low leg if you choose. If you choose, you can use your hand to assist you in guiding the foot up. You can even keep your hand there. The choice is yours. The next breath allows us to press the palms together. We're going to lift the arms. Release the palms forward. What a wonderful tree pose. Breathing deep. The next breath will guide the bending knee forward. Allow the leg to release. Rotate arms in. Let your arms flow closer together. Palms will touch. Exhale, release. Guide the elbows to bend. And allow your thumbs to rest on heart center with relaxed shoulders. Let's all take a cleansing breath. As we exhale, opposite knee bends. Should perhaps be that left knee bending, left heel rising. At your own pace, guide the knee to splay outward. The foot rests on the inner leg. When you're ready, if you want to go deeper in this posture, you can take a breath and lift the foot, perhaps maybe to the low leg. If you choose, you can choose to lift it to the upper thigh. We want to avoid the knee. From here, when ready, take your breath. And if your foot comes down, sometimes your foot can come down. My foot, it might slip down. Just take a breath and guide it back up. From here, we'll take a breath. If we want more, the arms rise overhead. Lift your heart up, release the palms, and relax your shoulders. So sometimes, like a tree in nature, we might sway a little bit, but that's perfectly fine. Just keep breathing. Keep your heart lifted, and notice the flow of breath and the rhythm of your heart. From here, we'll allow the arms to rotate inward and flow closer. Fingertips touch, palms touch. Exhale, release to bending elbows with a lifted heart, resting thumbs on the sternum with relaxed shoulders. From here, we'll guide the bending knee to flow forward, releasing the heel onto our mat. And now, we'll step the feet outward. We're going to take a nice widened stance. We'll have all 10 toes facing the front of the room and our legs are straight. From here, allow the arms to extend forward, Let your palms face down. Breathe as you separate the arms. Lift the heart and release forward in a diving motion with a lifted heart, releasing forward. The arms begin to lower. Our chin flows towards our collarbone. Let your fingertips point to the front of the room. And either your palms are on your mat or perhaps your fingertips are hovering above the mat. So listen to your body and be gentle with the body. Now, we're going to focus on the tailbone. We're going to squeeze the kneecaps, engage the leg muscles, and lift the glutes up so the tailbone flows up towards the sky. All right, so press your heart to the wall behind you and keep your navel guiding inward. So we're making micro movements in this wide-legged forward fold. We're actively pressing our heart to the wall behind us with our eyes open. We're actively lifting the glutes and guiding the tailbone towards the sky. And we're actively squeezing the kneecaps. So we're receiving many benefits in this wide-legged forward fold. From here, we can even engage the arms. If you rotate your elbows to face the front of the room and then rotate them to face the back of the room. So rotate front and back, and this is engaging the tendons and ligaments. Very good for strengthening. From here, we'll take a breath, allow the arms to be still, and we're going to heel-toe our feet inward. So heel-toe, and the legs get closer and closer together until your thighs will touch. So with the thighs touching, we'll take a breath and we're going to guide the navel inward. So pull the belly in as much as you can and notice how the chest naturally flows closer to the thighs. From here, we'll take another full breath, and as we exhale, knees begin to bend. Release your chest onto your thighs. And on the inhale, we're going to rise up slowly. Begin to straighten the knees and lift up one vertebrae at a time. Let your palms face the front of the room. Breathe deep, extend the arms outward. Transfer all your weight into your heels. Connect with the beating of your heart as your fingertips will flow towards the sky. We'll meet up in mountain pose. Palms facing forward, fingers straight, elbows straight, and shoulders relaxed for a strong mountain pose. Allow the flow of the breath to connect with the heart rhythm. From here, we'll rotate the arms inward, guide them closer, let the palms touch. Release the elbows to bending and press the palms together. Lift the heart, keep bending those elbows, keep pressing palms together. This is how we strengthen the pectoral muscles, deltoid muscles, which cover the shoulders. Also, biceps, triceps receive benefits as we press palms together. The next breath allows the knees to begin to bend. Hinge at your hips. So think about sitting in a chair. We're hinging in our hips. Awesome flow. Take a nice deep bend, keeping your heels on your mat. All right, so the toes are on the mat as well. Now we'll take a breath and press the arms forward. Elbows begin to straighten. Guide your tailbone directly behind you. So from fingertips to the shoulders, we make a diagonal line. Awesome flow in this chair pose. From here, guide the arms closer. Palms touch, breathe. On the exhale, elbows bend. We're pressing palms together, allowing thumbs to release on sternum. So we can take a cleansing breath. And as we exhale, we're going to twist the upper body towards the right, guiding the navel inward. And we go slow. In yoga, slow is best. Allow your breath to be slow and deep. Allow your body to move slowly as well. Really? So now we're in a twisted chair posture. strengthening the spine, toning leg muscles at the same time. The next breath allows us to untwist, flowing back to the neutral spine position. From here, we'll take another full breath, press the palms together, keep transferring your weight to your heels as the arms extend forward. We reconnect with chair pose, releasing palms. This is a great posture to activate the pelvic floor, the abdominal wall, and also strengthen our muscles all at the same time. From here, we'll take a breath, guide the arms closer, palms touch, breathe. Elbows bend, we're pressing palms together. And as we exhale, that's when we're going to twist the body now towards the left. We're guiding the navel inward as we twist, keeping the knees bending, encouraging shoulders to be stacked. However, we're being gentle with the body. If the shoulders don't stack, that's perfectly okay. Just keep breathing. Notice your heart rhythm. See how deep you can guide your breath. On the next inhale, let's begin to untwist and return to a neutral spine position. Once the spine is neutral, take another cleansing breath, press your palms together and slowly lift up one vertebrae at a time. Keep your weight in your heels, keep guiding your navel inward. We're nice and fluid as we rise up, pressing palms together, guiding the hands to flow overhead. Releasing palms forward, allowing the arms to release all the way down. With a lifted heart, notice all the length in your spine. Wonderful yoga posture. Relax shoulders, relax jaw, and full breath. From here, we'll begin to step our feet outward. Taking a nice widened stance, preparing for a warrior two. Inhale, allow the arms to rise up, overhead. Exhale, release the arms at your own pace downward. Keep squeezing your elbows. The arms flow to shoulder level and the palms will face down with relaxed shoulders. From here, the left foot points away from the body. The right toes are at a slight diagonal. Let's bend that left knee, guide it over the ankle but not the toes, and be mindful to keep the navel flowing inward to engage that abdominal wall. Actively gaze past your front middle finger. Create a flow with your breath and your heart rhythm. Awesome flow. And next breath, we're going to inhale, lift the arms overhead. And then guide the arms closer, palms touch. We're going to clasp our hands, pointers touching. Take another full breath. Rotate the upper body towards the bending knee. Once your heart is pointing in the same direction as the bending knee, we're going to reach up towards the sky. Hands press away from the body. And then on the exhale, we're going to guide the arms to flow behind us with the lifted heart. Next breath allows the head to begin to lower, the arms lower forward, all the way to shoulder level. Then we'll straighten fingers. Next breath guides us to lift the heart, release forward towards the bending leg. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Keep bending that left knee. We're going to frame the front foot with both hands. Lift up the right heel and step that left foot back. Breathe, step back, and have your legs as straight as possible. Encourage your heels to lower downward without straining. Guide your chin towards your collarbone. As you press your heart towards your thighs, lift those glute muscles and encourage your tailbone to rise towards the sky. So now we're in a down dog. We have our eyes open, right? Every time you have your head below your hips, you want to have your eyes open for focus and concentration. What a wonderful way to strengthen the arms and shoulders. And we're inverted, so it's also good for the nervous and circulatory system. Now we're going to focus on the left knee. Let's take a breath. We're going to bend the left knee towards the chest. The left foot will rise off of the mat. The next breath allows us to transfer the weight forward, shoulders align over the wrist, and step your left foot between your hands as best as you can. Now release the right heel onto the mat. Encourage your heels to make an imaginary line. The back toes are in a slight diagonal, and on the inhale, we're going to rise up. So breathe, slowly rise up, keeping back leg straight, front knee bending, palms facing each other. Arms flow all the way overhead. The heart rises and the shoulders are relaxed. For a strong warrior one posture. From here, we'll straighten the bending knee, and the breath guides us to rotate the body towards the front of the room. All 10 toes point to the front of the room. Now we'll take another cleansing breath. On the exhale, right toes point away from the body. We bend the right knee, release the arms down. Right knee is bending, arms release to shoulder level. We're squeezing those elbows straight, straightening fingers. We turn our head to the right and actively gaze past that right middle finger. Notice the hollowness that you maintain in your belly. Notice the flow of your breath and your heart rhythm. Breathe slowly and breathe deep. Awesome flow. On your next inhale, allow the arms to rise up, keeping elbows straight. When the fingertips point towards the sky, rotate the upper body towards the bending knee. Then guide the arms closer. We'll clasp our hands and have the pointer fingers straight. Let's take a cleansing breath. We're going to reach up for the skies, keeping the elbows straight. Gaze up towards your wrist. On the exhale, be gentle as you guide the arms back. Trust your body and allow the heart to flow up towards the sky with a lifted heart. We're strengthening the spine, opening the shoulders and hips all at the same time. What an awesome flow. From here, we'll take a breath, and we're going to begin to lower the head and guide the arms to lower towards the bending leg. The arms release to shoulder level. We'll straighten the fingers, release the palms, and then guide the heart to flow towards the bending knee. We're releasing the body towards the bending leg. Spread the fingers wide. By spreading your fingers wide, that's how you protect your wrists. So spread your fingers as widely as you can to protect your wrists as you lift up that left heel, rotate the back foot. Now all 10 toes are facing in the same direction, and the breath guides us to step the right foot back. Let's breathe as we step the foot back, pressing the heart towards the thighs, lifting that tailbone up, legs are as straight as possible, and we guide the heels towards the mat without straining. The chin is flowing towards the collarbone. And we are reconnected back in a down dog, just on the opposite side, facing the opposite direction. We have our eyes open for focus and concentration. What a wonderful way to care for the body. Now we're going to focus on our right knee. Let's take a breath and bend the right knee towards the chest. Pull the belly in as you're bending the knee. The foot will rise up. And now we'll create a transfer in weight. Guiding the foot to step forward, placing it between the thumbs as best as we can. So we breathe, shift, release the sole of the foot onto the mat. The back heel rotates so that the heels make an imaginary line. And the back toes are at a slight diagonal. Awesome flow. Now we're going to prepare to rise up. We're going to take a breath and we're going to guide the navel inward, lift the heart up. And as we rise, the palms face each other. The front knee remains bending. The back leg remains straight. Keep lifting the heart up and the arms will flow all the way overhead. Our fingertips will flow towards the sky and shoulders remain relaxed as we connect in this warrior one posture. The next breath allows the bending knee to straighten. Let's breathe, straighten the bending leg, and then rotate the body to the front of the room. All 10 toes pointing towards the front. Take another full breath. And as you exhale, allow the arms to release. Keep your heart lifted and keep guiding the navel inward. Awesome flow. Arms release all the way down. Now, once the fingers are pointing towards the mat, allow the feet to guide inward by lifting the heels, guiding them in, toes in, heel toeing, all the way in until your thighs touch. Right? So we are now approximately 30 minutes into our practice. A perfect time for a water break. I'm going to go grab my water and be right back. Alrighty, welcome back. I hurried so that we could have a little chat about hydration. So for me, I personally like alkaline water, and I make it myself. By adding lemon. But now, since spring is coming, I'll be doing some planting of herbs. So I like sometimes adding herbs in my water. It's so good. You know, a little mint, a little basil, a little rosemary sometimes, just different variations. Alrighty, so I won't rush you. Actually, before we resume, this would be a perfect time for those that are new to class and that might have joined a little later to get a reminder that I'm Candace with Gentle Yoga for Everyone. And this is a great time to just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already subscribed, just reach on over and hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. So it's a great way to support the channel just by subscribing. We are going to resume seated. We are going to resume practice seated. Okay. So we'll sit on our mat, and we're going to sit in cross-legged position, also known as easy pose. We will have our left leg in front. And the way to adjust your sit bones is simply to lift your glutes off of the mat, rock your knees from side to side, and then let the flesh of the body flow back as you connect your actual bones onto your mat. And then relax your arms on your legs, palms up if you want more energy, palms downward if you want to feel more relaxed. And then you just lift your heart on your inhale. With the relaxed shoulders, relaxed low jaw, tongue resting in low jaw. And we're actively just allowing that navel to flow inward. This is very good for our pelvic floor. Let's gaze downward. All right, so we're going to gaze down towards the tip of the nose. So look down towards the tip of your nose and notice the flow of breath. Breathing so deep that you can feel it behind your heart. Oh, noticing the rise and fall of the chest. On the next inhale, begin to blink the eyes open a little wider. The breath will allow the arms to extend outward and flow all the way overhead. Now we'll rotate the arms in, guide the palms to touch. Release the elbows to soften and press the palms together as you lift your heart up. Keep pressing the palms, keep lifting the heart, keep bending the elbows. Nice and fluid. We'll connect with our heart center and relax our shoulders. From here, we'll guide the knees to rise up, uncross the legs, and allow the knees to splay towards the left. Placing hands on the mat, we're going to connect with an all-fours position. Knees positioned below the hips. Let's check the alignment. Wrists positioned below the shoulders. Fingers spread as widely as you can. And our gaze is at the space between the thumbs. The chin rests towards the collarbone. From here, we're going to take an inhale. We're about to do our cat-cow flow. And as we inhale, let your belly flow towards the mat. Your tailbone will rise, and we're going to begin to look up towards the sky. So encourage the nose to point up towards the sky. When you're ready to exhale, do so. Release the breath, guide the navel inward. The shoulder blades begin to spread across the upper back. The navel is pressing inward, and the chin flows towards the collarbone. We are arching the spine like a cat. This is the cat posture. When you're ready to inhale, do so. And at this point, we're all going to go at our own pace because everybody has a different lung capacity. So as we inhale, the belly flows towards the mat and we gaze up, tailbone up. And when you're ready to exhale, release your breath. Guide the navel inward. And we go slowly. We go slow so that we can get a full articulation in the spine. Want to really stretch those muscles across. The spine, and also really just engage those muscles in the back. Very good for the spinal cord. Very good for the vertebrae of the spine. Breathe as deeply as you can. Go as slowly as you can, noticing heart rhythm. We're taking best care of our bodies. What a wonderful way to take best care of our bodies in this cat-cow flow. All right, we're going to do 2 more, and after the second one, we'll meet up in the neutral spine, flat back position. Awesome flow. So let's all connect in the flat back neutral spine position. And now we're going to bend the elbows. Let your elbows connect with your mat, and you have your palms on your mat, and guide all fingers to touch. Now we're going to flex the toe prints onto our mat. The chin will flow towards the collarbone, and we're going to lift the knees up as we breathe. So at your own pace, knees will rise up. And if you can't lift your knees, that's okay. And just lift them as much as you can without straining. If you're able, go ahead, lift the knees and connect with straightening of the legs. And the heels flow towards the mat. My heels are hovering, so it's okay if your heels don't touch. Sometimes your heels don't touch. It's okay. So most importantly, it is essential to be gentle with the body. Don't strain the body. Move slowly. Create a flow. Be fluid. So we are now in a variation of a dolphin pose. Let's take a full breath, and we're going to begin to bend our knees. And we're going to gently place our knees on our mat and point our toes. We're going to rise up, lifting the heart and relaxing shoulders. And we're going to flow to a camel pose. We're going to start with our right arm. So let's start with the right arm. Inhale, the right arm will rise. And begin to look at your right bicep. So turn your head to look at your right bicep. Squeeze your glute muscles. And then lift the heart. And the arm windmills behind. All right? So you're either going to use your hand to capture your heel. Or you can bend the elbow and place the heel of your hand in the low back upper glute area. Next breath will match the same level other side. Turn your head now to the left, towards the left bicep. You'll either match the level of holding the heel or you'll bend the elbow. And everybody will have the heart lifted. And we're guiding the nose towards the sky. Squeeze those glute muscles. Yes. It's a great way to tighten up those glutes. And because the glutes are the largest muscle in the whole body. All right? And they are a part of the core muscle group. From here, we'll take a breath and we're going to straighten the right arm if it's not straight already and allow the right fingertips to rise towards the sky. Next breath, focus on opposite arm. Left arm extends and flows upward. When all fingertips are pointing towards the sky, hinge at your hips. Let your glutes release towards your heels. And then guide your heart towards your knees. Reach your hands towards the wall in front of you, guiding your navel inward, and you're going to release your body towards your thighs. Chin flows towards the collarbone, forehead flowing towards the mat. This is our resting posture. This is called our child's pose posture. Although it's a resting posture, we are receiving benefits from head to toe. And if this posture is not comfortable, you can always bend elbows, create that pillow by stacking your forearms, and then you have a little pillow for your forehead. So either have the arms extended straight or elbows bending, forehead towards the mat. Whew. Full inhalation, complete exhalation as we're opening the shoulders, toning up arm muscles, lengthening and strengthening spine. Even the small ligaments and tendons in the feet and toes are engaged in receiving benefits. From here, we'll take a breath, press the hands into the mat and rise up to all fours. From the all fours position, we're going to guide the left knee to flow between the thumbs as much as possible. So take a breath, guide that left knee forward, and the foot will be not underneath the body, so the sole of the foot is facing the ceiling or sky. Now let's focus on the back foot. That should be the right foot. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift the back knee, use the toes to walk the leg back, and notice how the weight flows into the hips. Now, the hands are being used as props. So you can stay here with your hands supporting you, or if you want to go a little deeper in this posture, you can walk your hands closer to the hips and lift the heart up. Everyone, let's lift our heart up. If you want more, you can extend the arms outward and guide the arms overhead. Palms facing inward, fingers straight, the breath fluid, connecting with heart rhythm. You can stay here if you'd like a little more. You can guide the arms closer, let your palms touch. Clasp your hands and have your pointer finger straight. Let's take a deep breath. We're going to reach up towards the sky. Look at your wrist. Lift the heart up. Elbows are straight, and then guide the arms. Trust your body and listen to the body. If you want to go deeper, do so. If not, stay where you are. By going deeper, the arms flow back and we guide the heart up. So we can lengthen and strengthen the spine, open the shoulders and hips all at the same time. The next breath guides the arms to rise up. The head begins to come back to the neutral neck position. Straighten the fingers, release the arms all the way down. Use your hands to support you, framing the bending knee. Next breath, the hands press into the mat and we guide the bending knee to flow back, connecting us back with the all fours tabletop position. So we can take an inhale, press the body upright, face the front of the room. Right? So we're going to do the same flow. Opposite side. Rotate your body now to the right. Connect with an all fours tabletop position. Fingers spread and facial muscles relaxed. Now we'll focus on our right knee. Take a breath, guide your right knee to flow, but as close to between your thumbs as you can. Really open up as much as you can. And we have the sole of the foot in front and exposed, so we're not sitting on that heel. We're going to focus on the back leg. We're going to lift up the back knee, use the toes to walk the body, walk the leg back. So it's called lengthening the leg. When you use your toes to walk, to guide them away from the body, that creates more length in the hips. So from here we are, sort of a modified split. And we're using our hands as props to regulate how much weight is in the hips. We can stay here with the hands closer to the knees, or if we want more, we can walk the hands more towards the thighs and just kind of play on the posture a little bit, see how it feels if we lift the hands up, engage with that. And then if you want more, you can take a breath, guide the arms to extend out, go at your own pace. If you'd like more, inhale the arms overhead. Let your palms touch perhaps. If you want more, clasp your hands, point your fingers straight, breathe, reach up. Gaze up at your wrist. And then on the exhale, if you want more, lift the heart. Press the hands away from the body. And you want to have a nice lifted heart. And this is just a good way to increase range of motion in hips and shoulders at the same time. Awesome flow. Let's take another cleansing breath. Guide the arms forward. The head will lower. Release the fingers. Frame that front knee with both hands. Awesome flow. Next breath, we'll use our hands to press that front knee back. And now we're back at an all fours tabletop position. From here, we can take a breath and we can guide our glutes to flow towards our heels. Slide your hands back. Next breath, let's have the palms facing downward. And now we're going to begin to slide the palms forward. The chest flows forward as well. Keep your elbows towards your mat. Keep sliding your body. And then make sure your toenails are on your mat. So the alignment we want is that from the elbow to the shoulder, we create a diagonal line. We have the tailbone flowing upward, and we're encouraging the chest to flow towards the upper thigh, towards the knee area. Upper thigh, where the thigh meets the knee. And this is called the puppy pose. All right? So this is a wonderful way to invite flexibility into the hips, the spine, the shoulders, all at the same time. Very good for the body in this puppy pose. From here, we can take a breath, and now we're going to shift the weight forward. Focus on the chest flowing towards your elbows. All right, so begin to guide your knees down. You're going to have to let your feet flow in the opposite direction from your hands. Ultimately, your knees will be on the mat. Let your bicep area touch your shoulder wall. Your chest wall. So the arms are touching your chest wall, okay? And you're lifting the heart up, gazing downward. And we have our toenails on the mat or floor. And this is called the Sphinx pose. We're gazing down the tip of the nose, all right? And the body is shaped like a sphinx. This is a great way to strengthen the muscles of the upper body, because the weight of the upper body is supported by the elbows, which are a hinge joint, And also, we're activating those shoulders. So this is very good for the shoulder rotator cuff. From here, we'll guide the right knee to bend and the right foot will rise. The next breath guides the left knee to bend. The left foot rises. From here, we can guide the left arm to extend back. Guide your left hand towards your left ankle. See if you can capture it, but if you can't, it's okay. Just have everybody has a different level, so perhaps your fingers are pointing towards your heel, or perhaps you're capturing your leg near your ankle. Now, extend the opposite arm, same position, and just meet. Either capturing near the ankles or having fingertips flow towards the feet. Everybody's shoulder. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to guide the shoulder blades inward to see if we can make our shoulder blades touch. We want to have the arms as straight as possible. We want to encourage those palms to face inward. And then if you want to go deeper, take a breath, lift the heart. And if you're holding your legs near your ankles, just press your feet away from the body. Lifting up the heart and squeezing the glute muscles. Let's all squeeze the glute muscles. Breathe. Connect with heart rhythm. Awesome flow. This is called a bow pose. From here, we'll take another full breath. And as we exhale, we're going to release where we're holding. If we're holding the legs, release that. And then, everybody, allow your feet to lower. The body lowers, the arms lower. And you can either rest your forehead on your mat, or you can turn your head to either side, whichever feels best. So allow your arms to relax at your side. Allow your body to soften. Connect with the vibration of your heart in the chest. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take another breath and we're going to begin to bend the elbows. Place your hands on either side of your chest. The next breath, we're going to prepare to rise up. We're going to breathe deep, press the palms into the mat, begin to straighten elbows and bend our knees. We're going to rise up to an all-fours tabletop position. All right, so here we are in the all-fours tabletop position. Let's go ahead and cross those ankles. Guide the right knee outward. Left knee flows outward. Take a breath. Begin to walk your hands towards your knees. Release you're using your hands as props to transfer the weight. And you're going to release to easy pose. Right? From easy pose, take a breath. Knees rise, uncross ankles. Slide to the top of the mat. We're preparing to lie down. We're preparing for our final yoga posture. From here, we can lift the arms in a diagonal, or if you need to support, you can hold your legs. So choose your level, take a breath, and on the exhale, very slowly release one vertebrae at a time. We're guiding the navel inward, and we're releasing towards the mat slowly. The breath is fluid, our shoulder blades connect with the mat, base of the skull connects with the mat, and then we release the arms all the way down and straighten the legs. From here, make sure your spine is long and straight. Relax your shoulders, relax your low jaw, and close your eyes. This will be the time for us to go within ourselves, to connect with how we're feeling at this moment in time. Notice your heart rhythm. Allow your breath to be very big. Notice the expansion of your lungs. Notice the rise and fall of your chest. keep all thoughts on flow of breath and beating of heart. On your inhale, connect with inner peace, inner calm. On the exhale, allow the body to soften. Allow the body to relax. As we hold on to this feeling of calm and focus, we'll guide our awareness to the feet and allow the feet to slowly move from side to side as we wiggle our toes back and forth. Remember to keep your breath full, to keep your breath deep. As you're circling your feet, engaging the ankles, allow the movement to flow into the calf muscles with gentle squeezes and releases. Guide your kneecaps to squeeze and release as well. Thigh muscles, squeeze and release. Glute muscles, squeeze and release. The next breath allows us to focus on our hands. Allow your fingers to wiggle. Begin to circle your hands in both directions, bending, straightening fingers. Take another breath, relax the hands, and we're going to lift the shoulders up as we inhale. Breathe. Shoulders rise towards the sky. And on the exhale, that's when we release the shoulder blades back onto our mat, relaxing our arms at our side. Focusing on facial muscles, begin to move your lips from side to side. Move your cheeks. Try to wiggle those ears. Wiggle the nose. And the breath guides the eyes to blink open. From here, focus on the knees. We're going to bend the knees, guide the soles of the feet to the mat, and take a deep breath. As we exhale, knees flow towards the front of the room, and we're going to turn our body onto the left side. The arm closest to the mat becomes a pillow for the head, and we'll guide our body to a fetal position on its side. Take a breath. Guide your hands to flow in front of the chest. Don't rush. With your palms on your mat, slowly, gently press the body upright as you breathe deep. Take your time, guiding yourself to any comfortable seated position. Relax your arms either at your side or on your legs, and lift your heart up. Relax your shoulders. Gaze down and reflect on how you're feeling at this present moment in time. The next breath allows the arms to extend outward, rise all the way overhead. We'll rotate the arms in, guide them closer, palms touch, elbows bend, lift your heart up. Guide your navel inward, keep pressing those palms together. Release the thumbs on the sternum with relaxed shoulders. Now we're going to take a full breath. As we exhale, we're going to release forward. Let's remember the importance of taking time to get outside, enjoy nature, and be kind and gentle to our bodies. The light in me bows down to the light in you. Namaste. On the inhale, we rise up. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you, everyone. Again, my name is Candace. I'm so glad we had the opportunity to practice together today. I'm with Gentle Yoga for Everyone. I encourage you, if you found this video to be helpful, share it and hit the like and subscribe button. I'll be going live more frequently, so stay tuned. I look forward to seeing you on your mat soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye.